What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Road to Glory. Today we're going to be playing the Champions Cup. We built the Champions Cup squad in yesterday's video. It's a decent team. I know it hasn't actually gone live yet at the time of me making this video. I know, I don't know the comments, but I can gauge the response of a very vocal minority. Bad team, etc, etc. And you're about to see the team on the screen now. And the reason why people would consider it a bad team is because it's only 91 chemistry. However, the players in it, in my opinion, are very, very solid. Hatem Ben Arfa there, just a little showcase for him. 14 goals and 6 assists in 28 games is a stunning return for a centre midfielder when Royce and Aubameyang are scoring as many as they are scoring. So just a little bit of club maintenance once again. On the screen, you'll see me I changed the bench around to get some unfit players back to 99 fitness. Even if I don't use them, like Glick probably won't be in a team anytime soon, but it was on like 94 fitness, so I thought let's just throw him on the bench. I have got some decent subs on my bench for my Bundesliga squad, or for this Champions Cup squad. Like, we've got Ben Arfa on the bench, we've got a few boys on the bench, but that's my second team, guys. That's my main team on the screen right now, the one that we're trying to get the left back for. And I want to talk about Aurier real quick, and somebody made a comment, and rightfully so, as we come up against our first opponent who's got 51 chemistry and a pretty weak team. Somebody said that for me, I say don't waste coins on small upgrades for defenders because they're just not worth the money. And to every end, that's true. And it is true with Aurier to an extent. The reason why I did go with Aurier, he's actually got a huge upgrade on his defending, his physicality, his passing, and his dribbling. He's got 3 or 4 in every stat. So although most upgrades only have 1 or 2, it's almost like a second in form for Aurier, which is why I decided to go for buying him rather than just using the regular one. He only has 1 pace upgrade. However, if you actually look at the in-game stats, that's not even 1 pace. I think his acceleration is still the same. His sprint speed is up by 1, and that's boosted his entire pace from 85 to 86. So in terms of pace, there will be absolutely no noticeable difference. But in terms of him himself, because of how good his defending, physical and passing has become, and dribbling, he'll actually be an absolute force at right back compared to his regular gold card, in my opinion. We'll have to see how it goes. If we're not liking him, if we're not enjoying him, we can always sell him. Somebody also suggested that I change the team around, put Maxwell at left back, the team of the season version, and put like team of the season Carvajal or Juan Fran at right back, because then Konoplyanka will get better chemistry. Actually, as it happens, Konoplyanka won't get better chemistry from that. The way the midfield and attack is set up, doesn't matter which side he goes on, he'll never have enough links to get him to the better chemistry unless I put another La Liga midfielder in. It's not about the defense. It doesn't matter if I flip it the other side, it's still exactly the same. Again, as I say, unless I change the whole team. That being said, I was looking at prices of players yesterday. I actually bought I bought Felipe Luis. After I played these tournament games out and I sold my team at the end, I had enough coins. I found one for like 72,000 coins. I sold Alba to be able to afford him. And when I bought him and I was like, sweet, 72,000 coins, brilliant. Literally like an hour later, 60,000 coins, 62,000 coins, 65,000 coins. And when I've checked now at the time of making this video, even now they're at like 60,000, 62,000. And I'm like, it just seems to happen with me so much. Every time I buy like a big player, the next day they're there for just so much cheaper. And I don't know, it's quite frustrating. I could have got him for way cheaper. But if I sold him, and if I sold Aurier, and Aurier's price is fluctuating a lot right now, it's going between sort of like 25 to 45k. Let's say I got the median of him. So let's say I got 35k for Aurier, and on a bad day, 65k for the left back. That would give me 100,000 coins. 100,000 coins is actually enough to buy team of the season Thiago Silva. So we could go back to Jordi Alba at left back, Aurier's regular gold card at right back, and then team of the season Thiago Silva, who's about 90,000 coins, instead of the Gonalons card. For now, Gonalons isn't doing a bad job. We're going to play a few games in Division 1 in tomorrow's episode to try and figure out whether or not it's going to be a workable team. But the options to get Thiago Silva are there, and then we could work back up again to getting another Inform Aurier and then another team of the season left back. Because as it happens right now, if we did sell up the 2 fullbacks that are special cards and buy Thiago Silva, we'd already have like 10,000, you know, 5 to 10,000 coins left in the kitty per se, and then we're now only 20,000 coins, or maybe 25, 30,000 coins from being able to buy back Aurier, which is just, you know, 1 or 2 Division 1 runs. So, you know, we've got definite potential to keep improving this team before the timer runs out. Tonight, this tournament is still going, so I'm going to, the second time for winning it is just a coins pack. I was really disappointed that it was just a coins pack, because there was no coins prize for winning it. So, you know, the previous tournaments you got 5k and a good pack. Now you literally just get that player pack and that was it. So it's pretty damn shit, to be honest. Apologies for the language, but it was pretty poor. Like, if you think of the last tournament, the Bundesliga tournament, you got 5,000 coins and a Bundesliga Prime Players pack, which was worth 45,000 coins. So you got 50,000 coins worth of content. For this tournament, you only get 25,000 coins worth of content, which is that specific pack. So we go through to the semi-final quite easily there, guys. We get a couple of big wins in the first 2 games, 3-1 and a 3-0 and a 7-1. And then we take our fitness team into the semi-final of the Gold Cup. So, as I said before, I'm not going to be using this team in divisions. It just doesn't make sense. But I did need to put fitness back on my team. So I take this team into the tournament and we come up against a really, really nice La Liga team. Vea, Martinez, the Konoplyanka pink card, Alba, Godin, Varane, and I can't remember the guy's name, the right back off. Montoya, a right back, Busquets, Griezmann, and Rakitic, and Oblak. It's just a really, really strong team. And I sat there and I thought, this guy's in a semi-final. He's got a really nice team. This is going to be a really tough game for me. I'm going to have to play my absolute best to be able to win. And it doesn't actually bother me if I don't win, because, as I said in the last episode, this team is not great. It lacks a huge amount of pace in really key areas on the field. It's got some some weak chemistry for a lot of areas, but it's just an untradeable team of players that we got for free that we're going to use to regen the fitness on our main team. You know, for me personally, in Road to Glory specifically, I don't care about the record, so I don't care about taking losses. Like, I could have quite easily taken this team, gone to that offline game, played an offline game, and regen the fitness and got a win on the record. But I thought, no, let me do it online, because I'll be happy to keep improving this squad where possible, you know, getting the right players in the right places to make this a beast 100 chem cheap team. I know it's possible. I know it's easily possible as well, and I know I've got the coins to do it right now, but you know, I don't know. I like the idea of playing with a full untradeable earned team. It's a pack pulled earned untradeable team. We end up losing the game 3-2 to a bit of a cheese goal, to be fair. Like, the defender was in the way and he lunged for the ball whilst it was in the air. It allowed Griezmann to get through and win the game. But ultimately my opponent deserved it for sure. He had far more shots than me, far more clear-cut clinical chances. And I would have been lucky to get away with going to extra time and potentially winning that game. Into the semi-final, we come up against Success FC. He's actually got a really well-built team. Boateng, Mathieu, Evra, Kante, Ter Stegen, Diekmeyer, Philippe Lahm in there. Like, it's a really, really well-built team. But it didn't take me long to get in front. Ben Arthur here linking up with Lichtsteiner, plays it through to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And guys, I can't express to you how good Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is. I know it's his footies card. I know he's got a better version in Team of the Season. But look at the goals that he scores. Like, look at this for a finish. The fake shot comes inside, smashes out on the left. It was just always rising, and it flew into that top right-hand corner. He's only got 3-star weak foot, so for that to find the back of the net is spectacular. And I even looked at a replay of this one as well, just because of just how impressed I was that this shot went in. Like, this isn't really a shot that you'd expect Aubameyang to score. Not on his weak foot specifically, maybe on his strong foot. But we go 2-0 up against this guy, and then a really nice stop and turn from Dybala there. Threads the ball through into Menez. Menez evades a couple of tackles really, really well as well. Finesses that over my keeper. Absolutely brilliant goal. Can't take anything away from my opponent with that goal. It was a really, really nice finish. But that was the end of the scoring for this game. So 2-1 sends us into the final. 2 goals from Aubameyang, and he just carries on being an absolute beast. As you can see, we probably deserved to edge the game. It was a bit of a close game. Most of my shots were long shots. But we end up coming away with a 2-1 win. And then the team we came up against in the final was shocking. Like, genuinely shocking. This sort of team I look at and I think, okay, so this guy's in the final with this team. So it's one of two things. He's either going to be absolutely incredible or absolutely shocking. And as soon as I saw the fitness levels on his team, because at kickoff, the fitness levels of his team was like done. Like, look at the players now. Like, Digne there has no fitness. Bernat, no fitness. David Luiz has a fair amount, but in general, like, I think 8 of his players were just done with fitness. So what I did in the first half was I just played a sensible game. I wasn't trying to, like, go all out attack and get goals. I wasn't trying to rush it because he had low chem. I wasn't trying to, like, really abuse the game mechanics too much because I knew into the second half my 99 pace Aubameyang against his dead out players was just going to destroy them. And what I kind of envisaged in my mind is exactly what happened. And basically he just could not keep up with the pace of Aubameyang. He gets his hat-trick there in 8 in-game minutes. And then just a few minutes later, again, Gonalons threads that one through. Marco Reus plays it to Aubameyang, and he just is able to accelerate away from the whole defence because the guy has no stamina and no chemistry. So the positioning was just all over the shop. And it made it really easy for me. Now, this is the final, guys. Now, I know some people believe that there is no matchmaking and you play against anyone in any round. It's not true. You play against the person in the round that you're in. It's been proven many, many times through, like, Reddit tests, etc., etc. But we end up just going through goal after goal after goal. Aubameyang potting that one in the back of the net to make it 6-0. That's his 6th goal of the game after 80 minutes, and we get through again. Konoplyanka down the right hand side here gets in behind. We've got a massive rush on. This guy's obviously all out attack at this point. He's just lost the plot, and there's Aubameyang again. I actually tried to square that one to Reus to get Reus on the score sheet, but Aubameyang stepped in and stole it to get his 7th goal of the game. However, Reus was able to get on the score sheet late into the day. Konoplyanka again breaking down that right-hand side, easily evades the slide tackle of David Luiz there, gets into the box, just waits and waits and waits, sees Reus at the far post, cuts it across to him, and boom, there is Marco Reus' goal to make it 8-0. And that, guys, is how the tournament finished. So we won our premium gold players pack. I was interested to see if this pack was going to be untradeable or tradable because it's such a poor price compared to what we've been getting over the last few weeks. I thought the pack might be tradable. You can see there the match stats, like, the guy had a lot of possession, by the way, because he just kicked off so much. Like, he genuinely had so much possession because he had the ball so much from kickoff. But yeah, we go to the store. I sold a couple more bronze players, I think. A couple of bronze fitness squads cards. I was still doing the bronze pack method to try and get coins up to get that Felipe Luis. We open our premium gold players pack. Of course, excited to see that potentially that Messi or that Bale could be sitting in there, but no, we get Andre. He's actually got a really, really nice card. We also get Areola, which is a decent decent card to get. But as you saw there, I had a look to see if it was tradable. It wasn't tradable. So very disappointed that it was an untradeable pack. We got some nice players in there. You know, the Andre Areola, the left back, the right back from the BPL. There's some nice players in there. But unfortunately, not tradable is bad news because although that was easy to win and we actually make profit on quite a lot of the players, you'll see me here go and check for Riyad Mahrez. I picked him up for 2,000 coins in right forward. I then had a look at how much he was going for in right forward, and it was like 4,000 coins for the silver versions of him. Now, I know like people could just do what I did, buy the right mid, buy the right mid to right wing card and transfer him up. But I decided to list him for 4K, and he sold pretty much instantly. I sold Khedira, couldn't sell a lot of the players. I sold Mats Hummels. I think I lost a bit of coins on Mats Hummels. I can't remember exactly. No, I made about 1,000 coins on Mats Hummels. I bought him for 5,900 and was able to sell him on for about 6,700. There you go. I bought Jerome Boateng for 12,000. I sold him for 12,250. So we did lose a few coins on him after tax. Lichtsteiner unable to sell. Leno I picked up for 2,100 and I listed him for I think 2,500, 2,400. There you go. And he eventually sold as well. So that, guys, was the ins and outs of that cup. It was a genuinely easy cup to win. My first and last opponent were just really, really bad with bad teams and bad players. My second round opponent was really easy to beat. The semi-final opponent was the only game that was relatively difficult. So very happy to get a nice quick win in, win that pack, get rid of those players, make some profit on them, and to end this, look at that goal to game ratio for Aubameyang. 73 goals and 25 assists in 48 games. That's 98 goal contributions. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.